has been a while already, and I have no clue what to talk to you about today. I just wanted to make a video to let you know that I'm alive and to give you a short update on what happened. And yeah, just to let you know that I'm thankful for you thinking of me still. It's amazing. There are people here who have been here from the start of my channel, which is already about 9 months ago or 10 months ago, I think. And it's so wonderful that you're still sticking with me. I'm really so thankful for that. First I want to start with an update, but it's not very positive, so I hope you don't get discouraged with me, because I try to keep my hopes up myself. I'm still on the waiting list of 3 different hospitals. Amsterdam has now let another patient go before me since I had to wait for the warrant. But the warrant seems not to be coming because there needs to be a pool of psychiatrists to demand that warrant for me, and nobody is willing to do it because I'm not a patient of themselves. Now Amsterdam said, if you can't get that warrant, you are allowed to come here without a warrant, but then the chance will be that you won't finish the treatment. But I said, well, doesn't matter, if I only have one chance to go, I will take it. But the waiting list now is still quite long since they have let somebody else going in front of me right now. So it could be months, could be weeks, could be months, they couldn't tell me. And they will keep me updated. Rotterdam, it's horrible. I'm waiting for 4 months already, and they said it would last only 6 weeks. And still they say, we don't have a place for you because the person who they let go in front of me can't go anywhere else and they can't send her away. So I have to wait for that. And they don't have a clue how long that is going to last. And now the last one is The Hague, and they need a warrant from me, and that warrant is still not even asked for because there is no psychiatrist pool. So I can't explain everything, it's too complicated, but it's horrible, and it's so hard to keep hope, and the past weeks were just a disaster. I didn't take care well of myself. I was just crying and trying to get up out of my bed and take care of myself, but then the next day I just completely gave up everything again. So it is struggling day by day. I did go to Germany, by the way, but they didn't have cheesecake. It was sold out already, and I was so disappointed. And we did have another cake, but I said, well, I'm not going to film this to my friend because we shared another cake and I didn't really like it, so I didn't want to film it either. I will try it again when I can, but then I will call them before and make a reservation because I want to make sure that when we go there that there really is the käsekuchen I would love to have. I started therapy with an eating disorder specialized therapist right now, and it was a suggestion of a follower here, and there are many other followers who suggested it. And there are also people who offered me to give me therapy as well, but I want to explain, when you're doing something like that, it's really nice to do that in your own language. And even though I speak English very well, I speak different languages, but everything according to my eating disorder is also causing lots of thoughts of traumas and early childhood memories, etc. And then I tend to go to my own language, and I want to talk in Dutch. And so for me it's very important that a therapist is Dutch, or at least I can talk in Dutch with her. And I found somebody who is very good, and she has had an eating disorder very severe as well. She's already recovered for 12 years, and I'm seeing her now for 2 times a week. And no, it's not covered by insurance, and there are people here who tell me that everything is covered according to therapy. That's totally not true. It's not. Only when you go to an institution, inpatient treatment, or things like going to a psychiatrist, those are covered by the insurance, but otherwise it's not, so you have to pay for it yourself. So it was a hard decision for me, and I do use my GoFund for that right now, and I'm very thankful for that as well, that it exists, because otherwise I couldn't do it. And I must say that it drags me through this time right now. I don't know if I would have been able to cope with life otherwise, even though I'm actually not in a good state mentally to have therapy. It's just good to talk to somebody who just understands and I can cry with, and just share all my misery with, who is also talking back at that same time. So it does help me, and I'm thankful for that. And right now I can stay a few days somewhere else. Maybe you can see it. I've been here before, and I'm very thankful for that as well, because I'm immensely thankful for staying with my friend, but it's always staying in the same room, not be able to be alone when I want to. I can't go to the bathroom because it's upstairs. I'm just always in the living room / kitchen 24/7, and I love him dearly, and he loves me, and I miss him, but it's also very nice to have a moment for myself. And as you can see, there's a lot of light here. This is the south, so when the sun shines, it's very light, and I'm just sitting in front of the window looking outside and in the sun. It's so nice. I'm so thankful for it. And one other thing, I'm sorry, I have breathing problems because I'm so weakened right now, and my blood work isn't well, so my heart isn't working that good at the moment. A little scary, but that's the way it is. What did I want to say? Oh yes, also a good thing is that I had home care today. So somebody helped me to take a shower. So finally I could wash my hair, or she could wash my hair. And I haven't been able to do that in weeks, and that was so horrible. So I was so thankful that I could go do that today, and I can only do that here because this is my own region, and when I'm outside my region I can't get home care. That's all then it isn't covered again, you know. It's all, like I said, about the money. But when I am here I can get the shower, at least home care. So she could come today, and it was only half an hour, but I was so thankful. In half an hour that was enough to take a shower, and I feel so blessed by it, because now I feel clean again, and that is so nice. I'm really so thankful for that. And I can stay here a few days, so maybe I could do that a second time when I'm still here. That would be very nice. And coming Monday, by the way, I have a very important meeting in The Hague with the clinic that demands the warrant for me to stay there, and the rehab that is connected to it. And a psychiatrist and I have thought of maybe a solution, but it's a very out-of-the-box solution, which is totally madness. I just thought of it, and I asked the psychiatrist if this would be a possibility, and he said, well, I've never done this before. I don't know any clinic who has done this before, but if they are willing, we could try, because it's something like a trick to trick out all the rules that are holding me or preventing me from getting the care I have. And I said, well, I talked to them coming Monday live, and then I will ask them, not by email, because it's a very crazy question. And if they go along with it, I will tell you all about it. But now if they say no, it's just a lot of explanation, and you don't have anything. You can't do anything with that. One other thing is a suggestion of another follower, and I thought it would be very good, but I want to ask you all if you would like that as well. What if I would make a video with a good friend of mine? She's actually my best friend besides my friend where I stay with. And when I'm here, she's always coming to visit me, because from here it's 3/4 of an hour drive and not 3.5 hours. So she can do that in one day. And she knows me already for 15 years, and she knows all the ins and outs, also all the things that happened with the hospitals and the treatment centers, and she has had an eating disorder herself. And I thought maybe we could do some kind of a Q&A with her, so you can ask her also what you would like to know from somebody standing next to me and seeing all this happening. And so if you want to, please leave questions below in the box, in the description box, or in the comments, sorry. Then I will read them, and then I will choose some of them to answer. And I already asked her if she wants to do this. The friend where I stay with hardly talks English, so I can't ask him, and he doesn't want to be filmed. But she speaks English perfectly as well, so we often also speak in English with each other, because she's raised bilingual, and she raises her kids bilingual as well. So we can do this in English together, and she knows a lot about eating disorders, and she knows me besides my other best friend, she knows me the best of whoever on this earth. So if you want to ask her things, just let me know, and if you think it's a good idea, then I will plan with her to do a video with her together. I took as little stuff with me here because I didn't want to take very many things with me, because it would be only a lot of carrying. So I don't have my quote calendar here, but I have something else, and I think I'm going to share that with you. Let me show you. Yeah, please don't mind me. I look horrible. I know. And I'm ashamed of it myself. Totally. Please forgive me for that, but I promised you not to hide myself. So this is the way it is. I'm sorry. Anyway, there is a wonderful, it's on a window. I don't know, can you see it here or can't you? Wait a minute. Can't you see it here? I will turn my... No, you can't see it because of the light. Oh, but well, on the window there is, how do you call that? It's like from glass, and there are written letters on it, and it is a beautiful poem. And it's really so beautiful. And when I saw it, I thought, oh wow, I need to share this. But it's a poem of a Dutch lady, Tanja Helderman, and it's in Dutch. So you probably won't understand it, only the Dutch people here, but I do want to share it with you. And first I will read it in Dutch, and afterwards I will translate it. It's quite long, and I hope I can translate it just right away, but I will do the best I can. Please listen to it, don't watch my face. Meanwhile, maybe I can better put off the camera that you don't see my face now because it's so horrible. But I don't want you to look at nothing either, so I'll put it a little bit further away. First in Dutch. Take a breath, okay. Moed. Moed is luisteren naar je hart, terwijl je hoofd uitroept dat er wel 1000 redenen zijn waarom je moet stoppen. Moed is verder dan je schaduw en reiken naar het licht. Moed is springen in het diepe met je ogen stevig dicht. Moed gaat verder op de weg waar anderen afhaken. Moed is hoopvol, positief, durft dromen waar te maken. Moed is als een diepe zucht, de drijfkracht van de geest. Moed is zoveel sterker dan het lijden dat je vreest. Moed is dichter bij het doel en zelf je koers bepalen. Moed is varen op gevoel en angst in lef vertalen. It's so beautiful that I can almost cry, but I will first translate it, and I do it a little slower because I have to think about it, translating it right away. But I hope you can understand what it says and that I can translate it a little like it is in Dutch, because it's so beautiful. The title is Courage. Courage is listening to your heart. while your head is screaming that there are 1,000 reasons why you should stop. Courage is further than your shadow. It's reaching towards the light. Courage is jumping into the deep with your eyes closed tightly. Courage goes further on the way where others quit. Courage is full of hope. It's positive. It's daring to make dreams come true. Courage is like a deep sigh, the engine of the spirit. Courage is so much stronger than the fears you suffer from. Courage is closer to the goal, while you decide your own course. Courage is trusting your intuition and translating your fear into boldness. I hope I translated it well, but I think it's so beautiful. And I wanted to share this with you because I think that is something positive to think about, and that is something I grasp to as well, because my life is just, every single moment is like, I don't know if I survive, I don't know if I will be still here in an hour or tomorrow, or if I will wake up tomorrow. Last night I also had so many problems with breathing and with my heart, and I can't explain how scary that is. But courage is something that is reaching above that, and that is something unexplainable, but that is something that is, I think it's a gift, and it's also something to grasp for and something to choose and to focus on. And I will do that with the last breath I have, and I will keep doing that, and I really will do whatever I can to stay alive until help is there. And maybe if you have questions about the help and not getting it, and there's so many questions about people not understanding things, and I totally get that you don't understand it. It's so complicated that I hardly understand it myself, so let alone be able to explain it. The psychiatrist told me that last week as well. He said it's just like, it's inexplainable. He said, I've never experienced this, that I have fought for a client for almost a year already and not being able to get her into the care she needs so desperately. And he's a psychiatrist working in the field already for 30 years. You know, I can't explain why I don't get the care. It's just like I fall in between everything, and there is always some kind of an exception which is towards me, so they can decline me. And it's just the way it is, and I need to cope with it, but it's just not fair, and life is not fair, so I will need to accept that. Okay, anyway, this was an update. Sorry for me looking so horrible, but I don't want to hide, even when it's going this bad. Thank you for being there. Let me know if you want me to do a Q&A with my friend, and if so, if you have questions and what are those questions, then we can prepare those a little, because we won't spend the whole afternoon doing this. We just will make a short video, and then spend the time together that we have, of course. Okay, thank you all for being there. Big hug from me out of the Netherlands again, and hope to see you soon again. Bye, sweethearts.